Hi, everybody. It's Miriam. I'm your teacher. How are you? Today, I hope you're doing well. Of course, I always think that, but I made you a video about doing the MLA in-text citations. So reach out to me if you have any questions, but here it is. It's about MLA formatting. Okay. Welcome to MLA formatting. There are two kinds of citations, and we need both of them. We need in-text citations, and we need the end of the paper citations. I'm going to show you how to do both of them in this video. First off, in-text citations, they come immediately after the information you got from a source. In-text citations include the author's last name in parentheses and the page number you got the information from, if applicable. Sometimes there's no page number because it's a website. I thought this was funny. Here's an example of an in-text citation. If I got the information, dogs have 4 legs, from page 9 of Matt Murdock's article, Which Animals Make Good Pets, I could write my in-text citation as dogs have 4 legs, in quotation marks, Murdock 9, period. Notice the period is outside the parentheses, inside of in the quote. Are you getting it? Here we're going to do it yourself. Here's the question. And that's the answer. So it's not super complicated. It's just the last name and that. Yay, finger guns. Here's a sample essay showing you how to do it inside the text. You can do this after a quote, or you can do it after you paraphrase. You must do it. So you know how to read. And I've highlighted the important stuff. The first time I set it up with his whole, information, why this is a good source, et cetera, et cetera. And then because I've already said his name in this sentence, I just put the page number. But later, I have to put all this stuff. Okay, so that's the in-text citations. Now, the end of the paper citations is a lot harder. Here's what it's going to look like. You might be able to steal most of this from your annotated bibliography that you already did. Notice the top of it, it says works cited. The articles are in quotation marks, also the names of chapters. The books should be in italics. So you see all of this here. I don't think it's easy. I don't think it's fast. So it's really good to start early. Planning ahead, right? So when you're get to a place in your essay where you're like, oh, I don't know what to say, maybe now's a good time to spend time working on the in-text citations or the works cited page. A lot of times I'm writing and I get to a point and I'm like, oh, what should I say now? And now's a good time to take a break from the actual writing and put this together. I'm showing you where to get the date. Sometimes it's hard to find the date. So look at the bottom of this screen. This is a website that I was looking at, and sometimes you can find the date here. Do you see it at the very bottom? Hope so. Okay. This is the best paper. Start with EasyBib. This is how you use EasyBib. It doesn't mean you have to use it. It doesn't mean that the best, but the important part of this is they start with EasyBib. Like you start early on with your resources using this. And I know some people in our class have already done this. And so all they have to do is use their works cited, annotated bibliography. So you have to click a lot on this website. So the first time you click, you're going to click here with Create Citations. later you want to check your paper, you can, but this is the first click, number 1. Second click, number 2, just click website, book, or journal. If you did a journal, they probably did it for you. So this is number 2. Put your website, copy and paste it into here. Click number 3. And you have to copy this and paste it. Click number 4. You just randomly have to click this another time. I think it's clickbait, but that's click number 4. You just click it. You don't have to do anything here. Click number 5. Just have to click continue. They just want you to click a million times because it's free. Number 6, now you may or may not have to do something. In my case, I had to type in this, the vanilla part, and I also had to fill out the first and last name, which there wasn't one. So I just put the name of the website, the name of the person who, the company, the name of the company. You see, I made a mistake. I should have capitalized the A in Alliance. But I didn't break it up into first and last name because it's not a person, so I put it both there. All right, this is another page that looks exactly like the first page. You have to scroll down. This looks like click number 6. You have to click this orange button again. I mean, different orange buttons every time. And finally, they give it to you, and you have 2 choices. You could just copy and paste this into your Works Cited page, or you could let EasyBib build the Works Cited page for you. I usually just copy and pasted this. So I would copy it and paste it into this document. It's in alphabetical order by the author's last name. If you don't have an author at all, whatever comes next, like the name of the article, this one starts with E. You see what I mean? So if I didn't have an author, I would have had to put this after B for Brown because it starts with an E. So it's in alphabetical order by whatever's over here. Here they have 3 works by the same Louisa May Alcott, and so they just put them next to each other like this. They have 2 works by Jory John and McBarnett. Generally, that's unusual, but you never know. Okay, so it's in order of the author's last name, and you don't have to write the author more than once. So I do know that some of you had more than one article by Coates. Just put Coates' last name, Coates Tanishi, and then the rest of this stuff. Okay, might be easier to just do it yourself rather than using EasyBib. I think that I a lot of times just did it myself when I was in graduate school. Of course, EasyBib wasn't as good as it is now, but sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself, or this way you can also check over your stuff, make sure it's right. This is the order. Last name and first name of the author, if there is one. If there isn't one, you can just go straight to the article. Articles in quotation marks, and then the website or publisher would be in italics. For some reason, that's not in italics here. Sorry, my bad. The website or publisher needs to be in italics. The date that they wrote it in regular print, see how it is here? It's just in regular print. Okay, these are all books. The date you saw it, of course, they wrote it before you saw it, and so they wrote it before you saw it. It's in chronological order of time, of course. And then the URL, if you have the whole website, you can put the whole thing, the whole URL. So that's basically it. It is annoying and time consuming, so it's not hard. It's just annoying. So good luck. Your essay is due next week, and I know I'm going to really look forward to reading all of these essays. I'm rooting for you. I'm here for you. Reach out if you want to. Thanks. Have a good one.